Morning, everybody. This is Mike Lung over to Allendale. It is Tuesday, October 20th, and we're starting the day off with some green on the screen. You got corn and beans and wheat up a bit here on the day or on the overnight session at this point. No good breakouts here for the beans yet. Still moving a bit sideways after last Monday's large selling range that developed. But what we're looking at for the fundamental side of things, exports still remain great. Still seeing day after day of some kind of flash sales coming along in the morning. But something to be monitoring is option expiration on this Friday. It's going to be a large option expiration. So be careful that there might be a little bit of wackiness that enters the market. We've seen in the past a large selling off or large buying going into one of these larger option expiration days. We had the crop products report out yesterday. Corn harvest 60%, bean harvest 75%, with winter wheat plantings at 77%. But something to be definitely watching are these headlines coming out between the U.S. and Brazil, with the U.S. making a lot of statements about wanting to team up to keep China in check. So us teaming up with our largest competitor could make for some interesting stories going further. On the technical side of things, we may have a bull pennant forming here in the bean market. Look for that higher end about 1065, lower end 1045 for a breakout move. Watch for a break and close above that to confirm it, and it's not just watching for a false breakout at this point. That typically will break 3/4 of the way through the pattern, so look for Wednesday or Thursday for a breakout there. On the livestock side of things, show list came in at 6,900 higher, with average cash trade last week at 108.10. Box beef continues lower, which is fueling the cattle soft we'll talk about here in the morning or in a second. And hogs a bit lower for cutouts as well. Packer margin still quoted at 66. So in this cattle market, you did see a large sell-off yesterday. You broke the lower bands that would be your support of this range if we held into it. So as of right now, be very careful, watching for potentially this next level of support to hold us, and potentially a little bit of profit taking today after a large sell-off that we have seen since the highs of that potential range that we were trading. Open interest continues to decline, which isn't a point of interest, something to be watching to see if you do see sellers start to enter the market, or if you start to see stabilization now we're getting close to the next support level. On the hog side of things, continue with this uptrend, but you do see a downtick in open interest with a larger tail on the top of this thing with some volume behind it. You got stochastics that are starting to turn over. So something you might be watching, look for some kind of a setback after this nice rally we've seen out of the hog market. If you guys have any questions, please give me a call, 815-578-6177. This is Mike Lung over at Allendale. You guys have a great day out there.